There was a point in time in my life when I completely lost the trust in myself, in my body, and my relationship with food was at the bottom of the ocean, literally sinked, and it was broken. Now, the reason why I'm going to share with you the 4 steps to rebuild trust within your body is because, again, I've been through so much in the first 30 years of my life, but I got out and I healed myself by myself with the tools that I'm sharing with you in this video and on my YouTube channel and in my upcoming health cookbook called MANGIA for Mind, Body, and Soul. So make sure that you join that waitlist and that you subscribe so that you don't miss any updates. All right, so what I want to cover today is how to regain the trust that has been broken with your body. And if you're listening to this, you probably have something that needs to be repaired. My story has a very colorful variety of experiences because I had started with bulimia and I went into hardcore dieting and 1,200 calories per day while working out 7 days a week, being super obsessed with food. And then I had a spiritual awakening through food and pleasure. And that was in the end because then I developed a borderline autoimmune disorder. So let me tell you, life kept happening. And I'm here to say that there is light at the end of the tunnel. But I want you to stop and pause for a second and realize that the relationship that you have with your body and food is a relationship. You cannot treat it any different than a normal relationship that you would have with your spouse. It's actually one of the most important ones because it's the relationship that you have with yourself. I mean, think about it. You cook every day, you feed yourself every day. I mean, maybe you don't cook every day, but you know what I'm saying. It's like you feed yourself every day, you brush your teeth, you wash your hair, you do so much with your body. You walk, you work out, maybe you run. It's inevitable to not pay attention to this, but most people don't pay attention to that, and therefore they are disconnected from their body. Now, I want to add a side note to all the sensitive souls and for the sensitive souls that are watching this video, because I'm also an empath and I coach empath or I attract empath. Empaths are sensitive souls that absorb energies. They're really sensitive. The nervous system is completely different than a normal human being, okay? So they're extra sensitive. Therefore, they're more prone to health issues and weight gain because just the energy of a room can make them stressed and they can develop something, whether it's like emotional constipation right in the first 5 minutes they enter a room. I mean, it has happened to me. So I just want to say that as an empath and as a sensitive soul watching this, you need to pay extra attention to this because the body is always the vessel that the soul chooses to speak to you. And what I'm saying with that is that whenever you don't feel safe, maybe like in a relationship, or you need to ask, or you're trying to make a decision about like, hey, should I go to California or should I go to Texas for on vacation, right? Like whatever that is, red, blue, any decision, whether they're simple or complex, the body will speak first. If you feel like, oh my God, like I'm tensing up and I'm developing like, I don't know, UTI, but I'm like, that is how the body speaks to you, saying like, you're super stressed out. This decision does not like align with you. So get out right now. But most people are disconnected. Therefore, they don't listen to what the body is saying. And then they end up in this like awful experiences because they're not listening. So I'm here to tell you, trust and listen to what the body has to say, because the body will always communicate to you its needs, but also the need of the soul and your emotional needs. They come, through the body. They come out through the body. That's what I wanted to add. And then let's deep dive into the 4 steps in rebuilding the trust that has been broken. First step in rebuilding this trust is forgiveness. Now, you may just want to say, hey, I forgave myself. But most of the time, honestly, what I see is that people hang on to the pain, hang on to the anger, resentment towards themselves. They're angry, they're mad at themselves because they put themselves into that situation, because they're hurting themselves. But this hanging onto an emotion continues the cycle of self-punishment. And in order to break it, you really need to let go. Like, and I'm talking about this emotional release of like, that was my past. Like, and it was my past version of myself. I chose to go through that, and I did maybe horrible things to myself, but it's over. And I am a different person, and I'm choosing to be different. But you cannot evolve in your personal journey unless you completely accept every part of yourself, even the things that you did to yourself, and realizing that that was part of your journey. Those are your scars, and be proud of them. Because honestly, looking back, I wouldn't be who I am today with the knowledge that I have gained if I didn't choose to go through that experience. So forgiveness will actually help you to let go and move on and progress. There are kind of like two ways to do this. Forgiveness, actually three, but let's just start with, you can journal about it. So you can write down, as in a form of like letter to self, the things that you forgive yourself for. Now, that actually could end up spiritually bypassing the process, because a lot of the time you may write that, but you don't embody that. So going into a meditation and actually letting yourself cry and release in a form of energy, because crying is beautiful. It's a release of energy, and process those emotions. That is actually the best option. The other option is for you to create accountability in your daily life. Now, start simple, and this could mean, hey, this month I am going to focus on like running once a week for like 10 to 20 minutes. Okay, and I'm committing to that to myself. Now, the trust is broken because you promised to yourself so many things, like, I'm going to start on Monday, I'm going to lose weight, I am going to be different, and you never did it. So the trust has been broken. To actually build that, you need to start very slow to keep yourself accountable and make sure that you keep your word. So make sure that you do what you promise yourself. So don't start with, I'm going to work out starting on Monday, 7 days a week. It's not realistic. You should know that by now. Just go with, hey, I'm going to go 1 day a week. I'm going to start with that. And I'm going to take myself out for a run, 10 to 20 minutes. Anybody can do that. So then you rebuild trust, and I promise you that once you do that for like 3 to 4 weeks, you're gonna be like, I can do that for 2 weeks, this is fun. Or I can do that 2 times a week, this is fun. Like, it's going to be amazing. Step number 2 is to stop the negative self-talk. Energy and words are energy, okay? So every time you say, I'm a failure, why'd you do that? Oh my God, you're so stupid. And you're talking to yourself, your body's listening, and you're sending that poison in form of energy to yourself. So stop that and start encouraging yourself like if you were talking to a baby. Say, oh my God, you're doing so great. You did 10 minutes walk. Oh my God, great. Oh my God, you bought this yummy snacks and you're actually enjoying it. Like, make sure that you really build your self-esteem up, because don't wait for someone else to do it. You've got to start doing it now. You're the only person that can actually fix this and heal your life. So start small. Number 3, start deepening your knowledge with yourself. And when I'm talking about that, allow yourself to self-discover yourself and shed any mindset or limiting beliefs that doesn't belong to you, or that you don't want to bring into the next version of yourself. What I'm saying is, if the diet mentality hasn't worked out for you, let that go. Allow for that to shed, and allow for you to understand, what is my body telling me? What do I like? Not what I should do. I should go to the gym. I should do 10,000 steps a day. I should eat more protein and less carbs. So what do you actually want? Which leads me to step 4, which is our last one, is let your intuition guide you through food. And what I mean by that is that you don't need another meal plan that takes you away from the connection that you have with your body. You can every day tune into your body. It takes a minute, like before you open up the fridge, say, what does my body need today? And let the body guide you. You actually don't need to do much, but just listen. So to me, because I'm clairvoyant, it comes in form of like visions. I'm like, I need peanut butter and apples right now, or I need a warm soup. But for some people can speak through a craving, like I'm really craving zucchini and cheese or eggs or whatever, fruit, watermelon, whatever your body is saying, making sure that you listen to the voice of the body that's actually calling out the nutrients, not the comfort food, okay? So let yourself be nourished. And that is the intention that you set. What will it nourish me today? These are the 4 steps for you to rebuild trust with yourself and your body and food. And don't forget to join the waitlist of my cookbook MANGIA. And I'll see you in the next video. A big ciao.